Let me give you a context. Let's say you've got children, right? And you are not married. And of course, then you are a middle class, or for that matter, you're making money, whether be it you're a business person or you're an executive in your 9 to 5, it's neither here nor there. And in this case, maybe let's talk to the gentleman. Now, and you're not married. I often see this in most cases, either people divorced or they just never got married and then they've got kids. Now, the question is, if let's say you don't want your ex partner to have access to your wealth upon your death, but you also want to look after your kids, you can have baby mamas, different baby mamas. Now, or for that matter, one baby mama with maybe a couple of kids. Now, how would you structure that? Should you then put in your will that should you pass on, then the wealth will go to them children? Now, with that, what will happen if the children is a minor? You and I know that according to the current legal framework in South Africa is that a minor cannot inherit assets without having a legal guardian. If they don't have a legal guardian, then that money will then go to guardian fund. Are you with me? So by default, if the mother is still alive, the mother will be what? Will be the legal guardian. Therefore, the wealth will be under the hands of your ex-partner, for that matter. And that's not what you're intending for. And you don't want that. What I've seen in practice, which people sometimes do, is to form testamentary trust. Instead of money wealth going to that minor children, you say that the trust must be formed upon my death, and then my kids will inherit. It could be that. And it also depends on how wealthy you are. And let's talk about someone who's making also money currently. And they also don't want a situation where upon their death, there's a potential estate duty implications, capital gain tax implications, you name them, because of passing on, what we normally call deathbed expenses. You can see one of the videos I've done on what happens when someone passes on, the tax implications around that. And then they come to me and say, listen, Shiliboy, I'm in this wealth creation, therefore I want to have a situation where I actually have a trust, which we call inter vivos trust, living trust, the trust that you create when you're still alive. And then it says, I want to be the beneficiary. Should we be putting those kids from his baby mamas into the trust as beneficiaries? That is for him to decide. And there's nothing we can do. So what we're going to ask him is, what is the purpose of this trust? Forget anything else. Forget tax. What is the commercial reasons for you to have this trust? Why do you need a trust? Then from there, we're going to deduct the core thing of why we are forming this trust. And then we're going to have to structure this trust in such a way that it achieves that. So if the looking after the kids is not a problem, you might as well make these kids beneficiaries of that particular trust, because they don't automatically be entitled to what is in the trust if you make a trust what you call discretionary trust, which means that whatever gets distributed has to be as a result of the decision or discretionary of the trustees. And you can even put further controls to say what are things that they should be actually looking into when they distribute, sort of a guidelines. It could be that the child must be at a certain age. It could be that certain money must be for school, all those type of things, mainly because you don't want the ex-partner to have access to that money. You don't want a situation where now let's say you passed on, you're no longer alive, the trustees just distribute money to that particular minor children, and then your ex-partner still have access to that money. That is if you don't want anything to do with your ex-partner. Remember, I'm not the one to tell you about the matters of the heart, but these are things that some people wish to have, and you can't say no. But we just need to make sure that your investment structure, and ideally it's actually is able to accommodate, it doesn't disadvantage the very same people that you're intending to look after upon your death, or for that matter, even when you're still alive. So let me know if you're in a situation where you're in a dilemma and you're wondering how can you resolve that. Maybe let's say you've got baby mama, maybe you've got a partner, your ex-husband or ex-boyfriend who has multiple kids, and you're worried about the well-being of your children, that should he pass on, your children might be disadvantaged. What would you be doing in your case? If you're planning, you're more than welcome to reach out to me. There's a free estate planning consultation for about 15 minutes that I can resolve certain easy, quick situation that you might be interested in. So book it free, and then let's have engagement. I'd love to have a chat with you about protecting your wealth. Okay? Good luck.